Good
Ready,
morning.
60 goes. Good morning, Lawrence.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 6TP group. Today is July 3rd, 2026, and we're going to start with a stillness practice that I created using Claude AI and myself working together to make a hypnosis track. So we're now going to hear it, and this is part of our stillness path. Good morning.
Go ahead and close your eyes. Take a breath in and let it go. Good. You don't need to do anything right now. Just breathe and let the sound of the water do the rest. Feel your body start to settle. With every breath out, you get a little heavier, a little more at ease. I'm going to count down from 10 to 1. With each number, just let yourself go a little deeper. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. Picture yourself at the edge of the ocean. The water is warm. The air is still. And this place is yours. Every wave that comes in brings calm. Every wave that goes out takes something with it. Tension, noise, whatever you've been carrying. You're safe here, completely supported. Just rest. Okay, I'm going to bring you back now. Nice and easy. Counting up from 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take a breath, open your eyes when you're ready, and welcome back.
So there you go. That's the first track that I've done.
Fantastic.
You like that?
That was fantastic.
It's
And
awesome. It's
you
awesome.
didn't you didn't even listen with headphones. You got to listen with headphones next time because there's actually binaural beats that are mixed in there, so they go in between your head back and forth. So it's awesome. It's great.
Excellent.
Uh, it came out good. So I did that by uploading a book someone had written about how to make really good recordings for hypnosis to Claude, and then working with Claude to do the audio stuff. I wasn't happy with how it came out. So I told it literally, I'm like, this is a mess. So we went back and forth, and it was like, okay. So I recorded the voice, did all the mixing and did all that stuff, and that's where we got so far. So
Excellent.
it needs a little more polish, but it's pretty good.
It's very good. It's very, really, very good. So if you're there, this is the Golden Boy, presented at 60p, and you can do that. You can, call him, have a consultation. He's a certified coach, and you can do this. So because taking your pill every day also is being creator and creative, and just with a big dream, you can do what the Golden Boy is doing. Lawrence.
Got it. Thank you, Dr. Pena. So that's our stillness path. And I wanted to do next go into our sport passionate path. So I don't use Strava, so I'm not going to use that. But I wanted to try and get people up and about. So I'm going to do the Galloway method. So the run, walk method. And then wanted to have some folks join in that. So if you have some water, grab your water first, have a sip, and let's go over to my area where I do my running. And we're going to do some movement. All right. So we're going to do it for 3 minutes. I'm going to grab my phone again. Go. Dr. Pena, are you getting ready to head outside?
Yes, I am.
All right.
So I can't stop it anymore.
Okay. You get too excited you got to do that. I got it. Okay. Here we go. Timer for 3 minutes. All right. Take a sip. We're gonna go. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay. 3-minute timer started. So let's run first. So if you're in the Catano Islands, you can run around the islands. If you're in your apartment and just want to run in place or whatever you want to do, let's do that. So let's get started. Let's go.
today in the Catano Islands, my children created an obstacle course for me, leaving their tricycles and balls. So today is going to be an Olympic training.
Okay. It's like a built-in triathlon almost.
Let's go.
Yep. Been going for 45 seconds so far.
Let's go. We are in the sport passionist path.
We are running.
And I'm reporting from. I'm running. Really, really nice, fresh, very fresh.
Okay.
My wife is supposed to be. What the? Really? This guy's waking up at 5 a.m. to run? Who will ever tell that Dr. Pino will waking up at this time?
Yeah.
I became a doctor, psychologist, psychoanalyst because I didn't want it to be a hospital doctor to compromise my sleep. Right? Really, really, it made me sick to wake up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. with the residency in the hospital, waking up. This thing, this patient, that thing, I couldn't leave. I, destroy my mind, my cognitive process, everything. And I said, I have to do a specialty where I don't have to wake up at that time, compromise my sleep. Really, 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 really. I knew that I needed to sleep more than anybody else. Probably came from my mom. She went to bed to 4 p.m. and wake up at 1 or 2 a.m. for her restaurant. She was a cook. So I believe that needs of, it's a DNA kind of, that needs of sleep at an early age in my life came from there. Okay, Lawrence, take it from me.
Okay. Now let's walk because we've been going for 2 minutes and 45 seconds. All right, so let's walk. We're gonna go a little bit over in the exercise, but that's fine.
You never go over on exercise.
Yeah.
Ooh, this Olympic training is crazy. I've turned these two particular toys sitting in my kitchen into a place to do like power step crunches, like those little tiny fast paced steps to get around and do my little weave through it. I mean, woo! Just proof that you can turn anything into a good exercise for yourself.
That's right.
Just got to have the will and determination to do it.
You don't even need your buckets. You can just get around the tricycle and everything else. All right, so we got a minute and a half left. So in 20 more seconds, let's run for the last part again. Keep on walking.
Keep on walking, keep on walking. That's Nemo. Or
Step, dodge. Step, dodge.
Tricycle, watch the tricycle. Yeah. Okay, 1 minute left. Let's run for the last part.
forget my Strava. Okay, now it's on.
30 seconds left.
Today I'm watching The Sleeping Bear. Dr. Pina says that I didn't bring my son what I bought, and I'm going to force this on him.
Yeah, I sent a message to Camila. So check this out. Check this website. One of my leaders did it, and then check this out. I'm saying the school system started. I called Camilo is working with me. Say, check this out. I have a meeting with you at 2 p.m. or 1 p.m. today. So we're gonna talk about this. My son, I sent him a message. Check this out. He's a technological guy. He did my website for the foundation in Santo Domingo. And then I'm going to all my leader, everybody who has the passion, want to be a coach, Emily, I'm going to work to my clinical team. And now, there is not an option. You do this or you fail. You did or you're going to be stagnated doing the same thing. So now it's now, oh, wow. No, we have something. And I think it's something big. I want you to be part of it. And, it's not, I can handle no. You know what I mean? I can handle no. And they will make it happen. So if you're there, your 60p, take it. And it will make your future self better and better.
Okay, you guys can stop running now. I was trying to get a word in, but it's hard. So you can sit down, relax, grab your water, go back inside if you're Dr. Pina. Sit down from the Catano Islands. Move the tricycle out of the way.
Sit next to the sleeping bear.
There you go.
What a blessing to have him fall asleep on the sofa.
Yeah.
I was in the escalator in my building, and do it.
Oh, wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
Did you hear that? She was in the skeleton in the stairs. She was in the stairs.
We call
Lawrence.
those the Martha Heights
Yeah.
now.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
The
It
Martha
was
Heights.
It shows
Hi,
that you can do
yeah.
steps exercise anywhere and anytime.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good
Anywhere,
steps exercise. No gyms is necessary.
anywhere
Yeah.
you want to
So,
go.
Yes.
where is Gregory? Is Gregory sleeping still, or is he moving? He's running, walking. What's going on, Lawrence, with him?
He disappeared. I don't know. Let's see where if he's still here.
Okay.
Uh,
He went to DR.
oh yeah,
Oh,
there he is.
okay. You
He's
passed by through DR.
I can't go to the other side. I have to go to DR. So
Oh,
there you go. All
okay.
right.
You're
So
welcome. You're welcome.
so I'm going to take us through the next part, which is our commercial, if you will. So
Okay.
this is for our 4 different levels that we have, the 4 different tiers. So who wants to talk about tier 1? Does anyone want to
My
give that?
mic is open. I'll do it. I'm
Okay,
ready
go
to
for it.
rock. So tier 1 is our foundation level. This is where we start to build the self. This is where discipline begins. What an incredible first step to take in your life for just $99 to start to challenge yourself to go to new heights and to do new things. This foundational step comes with, oops, it comes with a daily 5 a.m. stillness session, meaning you can come take your pill with us. It comes with knowledge and recognition of our 6 transformative paths. And while we invite you to do this at 5 a.m. today, you can do this anywhere. You can take your pill anywhere, but doing it with us is just a way for you to be able to just see exactly how everything runs and ask questions and to have community engagement with live people. And it gives you access to Weekly Money Monday with the great Andy Jimenez. It gives you access to the school community and it
I
gives you
can
an
hear you.
accountability
Okay.
system at a foundational level. You don't just join a group, you become someone new.
Awesome. Thank you, Victor. Appreciate it. Tier 2 Ascent. Who wants to talk us through that one?
I'll do that.
Okay.
Tier 2 Ascent is an awesome opportunity to rise with structure. You get everything in Tier 1, weekly small group coaching, monthly hot seat sessions, performance tracking, and priority support and access. Structure turns in effort into results. So we believe that in this track, you can come in, consistency creates identity. Thank you, Golden Boy.
Awesome. And then tier 3 is Alchemy, Transform at Depth, Change the Inner Architecture of Your Life, $999 a month. High level transformation for serious operators and leaders. Includes everything in tier 1 and 2, and direct access to leadership, weekly closed mastermind, psychoanalytic deep work, life and business design. Identity shifts permanently, transformation becomes your standard. And Dr. Pina, do you want to do tier 4?
Yes, I will do it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the one that I love, and we have to change. It's not by year because it doesn't make sense. 5,000 a year to the legacy, or 15,000, which is 1,000 plus a little bit per month if we get the 15,000. So it's 15,000, 5,000, 15,000 a month. So we have to fix that. So if you're there and you're gonna make a legacy, you bring your group. You say, okay, this is my 5,000. I want exclusive. I want my 5 boys. I want my 5 student, my 4 executive. This is for leader. This is to lead, multiply, and impact. You build what outlive you. 5,000, 15,000 a month. It's for executive, for organizations ready to create lasting impact. So includes everything in the tier 3 plus private intensive strategic advisor, corporate, PHM, progress, clinical supervision, leadership development, exclusive retreats, and high level access with you, with your family, with your team, with your group, with your student, whomever you want to bring exclusive. I know you have those $15,000 to do that, to become the best version. So proximity to power accelerates everything. Lawrence.
Awesome. Thank you, Dr. Pinas. That's the four different tiers for the 6TP Stillness and Wellness Club. Place of strength, peace, power, and wealth. And you can find out more if you go to our site on School. There's a further breakdown listed on there. Again, just going to the website, you'll be able to find the link to School and find out more information and be able to sign up for us to interview you, see if you're a good fit for the group, and see if we'll take you on. Thank you very much. So next, I want to lead us into talking about the authorship path. So want to see how people are coming with their books that they're working on, and just have a brief discussion about that. And let me stop sharing. All right. Okay, it's okay. It doesn't matter. So who wants to, does anyone want to volunteer? Talk about how their book is coming so far, or what they're working on this week?
I'll do it. I hate when
Okay.
when the space doesn't get filled.
Okay.
Right. So right now I've got three projects going, and they're one step, two step, three steps away, right? The furthest one out is my book, Enough is Enough, a story about the failures of my restaurant, and I want to convert that into life lessons for others to avoid. And that's to be published by 331. I have the book, The Tales of Sir Persevere, which is just growing on me more and more the more I write about it, right? I find myself as I'm writing stories, something will happen during the day and it jogs my memory. And I find myself sending myself text messages and writing notes and scribble scrabble all over the place as I get more and more ideas to fill the different chapters. And the only way that that could happen is, through a program like this where we're being accountable to each other. We have clear deadlines and we're thinking and thinking and thinking. And the ideas will come to you if you're always working and seeking. But the most immediate thing that I'm working on is this workshop. I'm working on an audio workbook that's going to help people be stronger, better, physically, mentally, spiritually, and it's called 30 Day Scaling in the Lord. And the concept is that if you build the pillars of faith and you gain clarity with the Lord and align your blueprints to be heavenly and godly, that you will build endurance and capacity to be able to see beyond your present circumstances to pursue more, which is the very essence of our scaling practices of recent times. So that is going to be published and ready to go by the end of the month. You saw the commercial that I did when it was my turn that basically outlined the project, and I've shown this to people, and people have been receiving it with so much warmth. So I'm eager to learn more and build in the school community so that I can get this out there, because if a handful of people are reacting that way, I can't wait to see what the broader community does.
Awesome. Terrific. Anyone else want to share how their book is coming?
Yeah, I put together my list, and I still pending two books for this year. But I already published the Quevedo Chevarri books. The winners of the 2026 Meta Poetry Global International Award will be finished on to July 31st at the end of the month. So it means I'm gonna have two books just ready for my publishing company to have it. Um, but I have now so far eight. Uh, I am working on the last two. I'm gonna be if myself, or it's gonna be Dr. Reiki, or the two of us. But I'm writing notes, so on my authorship path, and so I take it to use to to bring about the ideas and things like that. Yep.
I wanted to also share something very exciting with the group. So yesterday I submitted a proposal to one of the schools that I work with, and the proposal is basically um, strategic planning, particularly at schools, is something that takes 3 to 5 years to plan. And I've sent them a proposal to take their pill with us, and I've sent them a proposal to help them do their strategic planning, not in the boring 3 to 5 years that allows for timeline excuses, right? But to do it all in a year. And I want them to start by letting us manage their board retreat for them and basically let the board retreat establish the contract that they want to establish with their board to pursue those goals over a year. I sent two proposals, one for the admin retreat and a conditional second contract that if they come up with a good, big, hairy, ambitious goal, that they can present that to their board and we can help them scale towards greatness. So that was my authorship last night, finishing this contract and writing it and submitting it.
Amazing.
Excellent. Very good.
That's great.
That's really great.
I want to share something with folks based on the making the track that I did. Um, I think when you're working with AI, so like if you're going to use it to help you write your book, I think a lot of people now are using these tools to just make something, to just say they made a book or something. You have to put a lot of effort in and a lot of work. So it's a tool. Like if you're going to write something, you can use a pen or a pencil. So AI is a tool like that. You can't, I think, just tell it, make me a book, and it's going to be a good book that people are going to want to read. It's going to be a bunch of garbage. You have to work and put the effort in to refine it and get it tweaked and get it to the point where you have a coherent message that makes sense rather than just, well, make me a book, AI. So you have to put the time in, do the work, and come up with something that's going to speak to people in a manner that makes sense with your own take on it. So that's my 2 cents after spending a bunch of time.
I know I've
And
spoken a lot, but can I expand on your point?
yeah, go for it.
Um, when I did my book, I basically said, here, because before we used to do savers, I said, here is my entire savers journal. Right. I've shared a lot of different stories and experiences along the way. You know my voice by now. I'd like to do a book that helps me make people be better, stronger physically, mentally. And I want to tell my life story through this book. Can you help me create a book that brings me from a past where I immigrated from the Dominican Republic by circumstances, to the life that I lived in Harlem, to the life that I later lived in college and in the suburbs. And now, as I go through, as I persevere through my life, right, I want to be able to relate to how those experiences helped me be stronger so that I can now survive this moment that I'm living right now. And it basically spit out 16 chapters. It gave me 16 chapters, 4 parts, and they were all great. But some of them needed tweaking, right? So you have to go back in there and say, I like chapter 9, but I don't know how I would write this, right? So do you have ideas, or can we make it be this? So just to give a high level, this is how you could use it. It's not like you said, going to just spit out. Okay, yep, I heard you speak 2 times, and here's how you can write a book, right? Like,
Right. Perfect. I think that's a great example. So it's a tool. You can use it to sharpen whatever you have in your toolbox to make it better or and clean it up and something more human rather than just make me a book. That's not going to be something people are going to want to read. You also see it if you watch a lot of videos now on YouTube. People are using it to make stuff, and a lot of it's just not very good. So you have to put the time in and the work. So I'm going to work on coming up with ways to teach people how to do that properly. So great. Anyone else have any book experience that they want to share before we go to reading the book that we've been reading, The Scaling by Dr. Hardy?
Well, I like the fact that Victor says he compiled, he put together all the pages of his journal. Journal is just a simple writing, and we could put it together to gather the information, but that can be turned out into different type of books. So writing your story begins with very small steps, as simple as writing your journal. Remember, if you have a story, you have your book. And the events of a day can be written in your journal, which eventually can turn out in a big, excited book. So keep on writing, keep on thinking, keep on scaling.
To your point, there were times when I was writing where I would say, I don't know how this chapter would fit into my capacity. And they would say, well, on, you know, July 27th, 2024, you shared with your Savers group, dot, 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 right? Um, could this be a story that you could expand upon to fit here? And it was just like, oh my God, I wasn't even thinking of that. That's great. It's
That's awesome.
Yeah, this is the moment, the most amazing moment to write a book and to have it together for humanity, and and use this amazing opportunity. We won't know what is true, what is okay, what is real, what is fake, and that's a good and bad thing. Sometimes, I mean, the things will give us something better than our imaginations that we have to learn and practice to introduce to other people. So that's gonna be life. But if you get and allow yourselves to go in and to be part of, this movement, it's gonna be really amazing if you take it, if you take the opportunity, you know. So it's really be amazing.
I think this is a great intro into the scaling book. Can we pull it up, Dr. Pena?
Yeah. So we are in the thinking path now. So we're gonna go
Yep.
to expand in the thinking path. We have done a lot. We have read like 20 plus book, and we are repeating Dr. Hardy. So it's one of the biggest influence. It's been Dr. Hardy for all of us. So I have it here. So I think now I can. I left it right here. I left it on. I had far more clarity and peace. So by product of, you can go there.
Okay. I don't see your screen yet.
Oh, let me just share it. So
Yeah.
we go and share it for you. So remember, wherever you are within 60p, stillness, awareness, glow. We're taking the pill ourselves. You be a coach by practicing to be a coach. I'm trying to come up with a logo with that idea. Become a coach by being a coach. Become a coach by practicing coach, something like that. So, can you see it?
Nope.
No. Okay. Let me. What about now?
Yep.
All right.
Okay. In April's own words, I had more clarity and peace. The byproduct of the goal was that she could no longer do dozens of different photography forms and sizes she offered. At that price point, she could no longer cater to a wide variety of clients. She felt she could only sell one concept, her new oil-painted photographs. Thus, the new goal forced her to simplify her business model and stop offering her many previous product offerings. The same the same day she set that goal, April secured her first $15,000 commission. Within 2 months, her 50% of her revenue was oil painted photography. She was no longer offering her former concepts. As she explained to me in a follow-up interview, I've spent much of my professional career seeking ways to improve both my art and my business skills, attending conferences in my industry um, along with consuming book after book and eventually hiring a coach. The coach had encouraged me and my team to set up goals for each genre of photography that we worked within. At the time, I had many different types of portrait options and sizes, from fairy tale sessions that encompassed fairies, angels, aviators, princesses, and unicorns, to family sessions, headshots, and high school seniors. By setting goals for each type of session, I was essentially saying that I would take X dollars for this type and Y for the next. I was spreading myself and my team thin and optimizing for varying goals. For instance, I had an annual goal to photograph 20 fairy sessions. I also had prospecting goals such as 100 portrait sessions. I had a goal for each aspect of the business. By changing to optimize for one goal, the average $15,000 average sale with a mixed media piece at the core of the sale, I no longer have to set my numbers based on session type. That one goal simplified everything in my business. In simplifying her business model from dozens of products to one, April reframed her business and far more clearly redefined herself and what she offered. Rather than a photographer, it was more accurate to define herself as an artist, and she quickly began to be seen that way by others, even highly reputable artists in her Chicago area. During that interview, I asked April how changing her goal improved her process. She replied, "My process improved dramatically. It felt so much more authentic. I've been able to do a lot more thoughtful about who I work with. I'm far clearer about what I'm offering and why it's unique and special. I was confusing people with too many options. I'm able to get so much deeper into the process with those I work with, and what I simply enjoy with that I'm creating a lot more. Charging the higher fee really pushes my creativity and my standards of my work. I've gotten so much better at what I do in just 2 months, it's not even comparable." By setting a much higher goal, one that she initially felt impossible, April reframed who she was and what she did in a much clearer, more specialized way. She became far more defined in her work, and she could more clearly say, "We do this, not we do these 20 things." If you're doing several competing things, you're undefined. If you're undefined, you have a complex system that can't scale. If you have a complex system that can't scale, your work is far from world class. In Seth Godin's book, The Dip, he explains the importance of becoming the best in the world at what you do. The returns are 10x or more for being number one versus being number 10 in most domains, he explains. To be the best in the world, you've got to eliminate all the noise in your life, what he calls dead ends. You can stop optimizing dead ends that shouldn't exist and instead go through the dip of mastering what will make you the best in the world at what you do. The goals you have and the shape your process and systems. Complex systems have many competing priorities and agendas and countless constraints or bottlenecks to solve. You cannot scale a complex system. In order to scale, you have to have a singular objective that's framed so well it makes obvious the many things you're now doing that you could never reach the goal. The right impossible goal enables you to simplify your system and possibly even systems and paths such as that you can scale from 10x to 100x within the next 3 years. The question is, are you willing to commit to your convictions, or will you remain deluded and unfocused?
Okay, perfect. So let me just go and mark. So we're gonna go tomorrow. Mistake number 4: pursuing and even hitting the wrong goal. Okay. All right.
So, any commentary that people want to add about this section here? What do they think about? Um, I mean, I'll give a little take of what I think to start. Um, this person was just trying to do too much with the fairy things and this, that, and that, and people probably had a tough time deciding what they even wanted from her. If they wanted to get close to having her do something for them, it was probably tough for people even to make up their mind as to what the product was that they wanted because she had so many different things. Now she was able to just have one. So if you just have one, it makes it easy for people to decide, do I want to work with this person or not? So then
Mm-hmm.
it just becomes, it's a lot simpler rather than, well, there's 20 different options. It's like if you go to the diner, uh, and the diner, they have this giant usual menu that you see of page after page after page of, they got pancakes, they have hamburgers, they have brunch, they have, all these different things to pick from. But you know that if you're going to a diner, it's generally not a fine dining experience. You're going to get, it's okay, or whatever you're going to get. But it's not if you're going to go to, 11 Madison Park, one of the best restaurants in the world, that you're going to have a fine dining experience. And also the difference is if you're going to go to one of the best restaurants in the world and have a fine dining experience, you're willing to pay for that. Versus if you're going to go to the diner, you're going to get something you're going to eat that's going to be okay, but it's not going to be an amazing dining experience. So, two distinct differences between what your offerings are, what you have, and how to help simplify all that.
Chicón in Madrid, Hell in the Kitchen, Pesadilla en la Cocina in Spanish. Whenever we get home in Madrid, we for a month, we go to see him going to every city in Spain to evaluate, criticize, destroy the menu, the kitchen, the place, the designs, the people, finding what is weak and what's the strengths of the restaurants. And then he bring his people and bring something new. And what he discovered is exactly that. You have to be the best at what you do. You have to find the dip, and you have to do one thing only. He found a restaurant with 100 dishes, with 50 dishes, with 25 dishes. Like they all big restaurants in all over Europe and America, and in our city. That you go, you can get everything here. No, 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 no. It's not a complex menu. And then he put it together. Okay, this is disappear, we disappear. You are close to a rest. You are close to the ocean. You're close to a school. This is what you're gonna do because this is what people are buying from you. So, and then he developed a specific, simple menu, well designed, what to do. You can get the product from the market with 5, 10 things, and one or two who are the specialty. Not like 100. And then now in school, that I'm putting a on ChatGPT a flyer, and I gave it Dr. C and my wife. I don't know, probably say, "Oh, the most beautiful people." So this is a school, guys. We are in the school. This is go to school, and this is amazing. I like it. Let me see the second one if it's finished. So, okay, now he's giving me this one, like two options. Okay, but we are in school. This is very complex, but it's the same, more beautiful. So I will pick both of them and will publish them. But yes, we are in school. So for school, just go to school.com 60PSW club. So and I learned that and now with this, and now with school, when we go to school, I'm seeing them. They do one thing. It's a barber telling you This is my system to make you 100 at home. And this is who goes. This is all. You take this pill every day, and you will transform your life. Follow this inside path. Those are the ingredients. You're not gonna notice. You're gonna a minute, 2 minutes, an hour, and you're gonna transform your life. Do it every day, and that's it. Do it every day. Take your pills every day. Very simple thing to do. But we hardly we learn that, and also we are the best. We are the unique. We are a team. There is nobody else in the whole world that doing this, and that will ever do this something that like what we do. And this is our deep. But it took it took us 2 years. One of the guys in school told me, for who is this for? Simplify it. And I said it's for a billion, for 11 billion people. But who is your clientele? Well, it's anybody who wanna take a pill, who wanna sit, be there, publish, have a big dream, make it a team, and bring it to the world. And then I said, okay, but I am going to my 5 a.m. I will take you later. And I sent the message that he sent my message to ChatGPT to give me a sentence, and I don't know. So let me reveal the questions to you, so that let me see if it's there. No, that's not the one. Ideal customer, and ChatGPT says the 60p pill is the purpose-driven. It is for purpose-driven people want to cultivate stillness, build a meaningful life, and become leaders by growing a little every day. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? So I put together his response, my response. This is Avatar Dan. I think he's the brother of Andrew Kirky, I believe, who is the one of the owner of school, and he's asking me, and I've been part of a couple of the biggest group. So isn't that amazing, Lawrence?
Terrific.
Yeah.
There's so much we can learn from all the other people that are running their systems in school, how we can improve ours. So
yeah, and I was talking to Gregory. So everybody has to at least have 1,000 interaction from now to December to make this medium. The best way to start is to start with your podcast, with your recording. You can bring it up, you can divide it, at least 2 or 3 post, comment in the system. It's gonna be you 1,000 interactions. And the good thing is tracking the system, so I can see if Lawrence is in school doing something, or Victor, or Martha, or Gregory, or myself. So we can see who is working, who is pulling the work. And remember, at the end of the day, when everything is done and we have the $1 million in the bank, we're gonna say, okay, who's gonna get what? I don't want you to be fighting, like getting crazy. No, what I did. Hold on, we have a tracking system in place, and it's published. It's here, so it's gonna be very simple to do this. The one who put more will convert more, will bring more. I'm amazed this job that Lawrence is doing. Gregory is doing an amazing job. The presentations of Rosaura is unique. It's better than any one of us. Victor is like really consistent. So we're going with all of us are doing a great job for you. So you can use it. You can take your pills every day, and you can become a coach by becoming a coach, not by just talking, but just by doing. Lawrence.
thank you. I think that's a great spot. Does anyone else have a couple? Who wants to have the last word?
Well, Lawrence, I don't know if I want to have the last word, but as I listen to Dr. Hardy reading, a complex system doesn't scale. I remember something that I grew up hearing all the time, and it's like a jack of all trades is a master of none. So Dr. Hardy words remind me of that a complex system does not scale. You have to simplify.
So true. So true. I mean, and I have to do that every day too with all the different systems that I use related to IT. And I've been working to try and get things consolidated and simplified down to reducing the number of systems we have because it's just too complicated. It's hard to keep track of all the different things if you have 20 different systems you're using, it's hard to get a handle on all that. It needs to be something more streamlined, easier for people to understand and utilize. So I think that's a great spot to leave it for today. And look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow for July 4th. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
joining us.
Blessed day, everybody.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
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 Bye bye.